every arena the Lakers go into this year, it's a celebration for Kobe. Is this going to be a distraction during the season? I mean, it's a great deal, but you're trying to get over something and through something and past something. Every arena is, it's, I don't know.
I think he deserves it. To be honest with you, I think
I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it.
I think it's not a distraction. I think these guys are every one of them are big fans of him. Some of them looked up to him. Some of them idolized him. Where I do see where it's maybe a little bit too much is if a Golden State comes down here, I go back up to Golden State. Now all of a sudden, you know how you play the teams in your league multiple times. Like if you did it and Golden State was just here a month, 3 weeks ago, I don't know if you have to do it again, right? Type of deal. So, but I think the fans want it. I think
yeah,
I would, look, it's for 1 year, right? We do it for the rest of the year, and I mean, for crying out loud, they sat on the 24-yard line at the Super Bowl. So, these a lot of these players looked up to him and idolized him, and so
yeah.
I think you got to keep doing it.
Yeah, it's a hard thing regardless. Yeah. But this is a veteran team. I mean, there's not a lot of young guys on this team, and after the trade deadline, there may not be any young guys in this roster. So, I think it's a distraction when you're younger and you don't know how to control those things. These guys are pros, and they have two veteran leaders in Anthony Davis and LeBron James. And Vogel is just a steady hand, and it's not going to be a distraction. As I don't think so. What will be a distraction is when Rondo and Caruso can't guard, Damian Lillard or,
So there's
Patrick Beverly,
a distraction because that's already happening.
Yeah, exactly. Right, exactly. Right. And then the trade deadline comes, and maybe Kuzma stays, and then you've got, that's a distraction, because then the kid starts to pout because he can say all he wants about, hey, I'm the talk of the town, everybody's talking about me. That's what Kobe told me, is like, if they're, you only worry when they're not talking about you. I don't buy it. I think Kuzma wants to start. I think Kuzma wants to be a big dog. He's never going to be a big dog in this roster. He's just not.
He's a player to be named later.
Right. And unless he can play better defense and shoot better, more consistently, he is going to be a liability for the Lakers in the playoffs.
And inconsistent, too, like I say, gets 17 points one night and 5 the next.
Now, that's a young guy not able to sort of understand his role. He was able to. I think he was able to freelance a lot more with Luke Walton last year because, well, frankly, Luke's a terrible coach. And I remember thinking there were times, when I would watch basketball, and you can always predict it's fourth quarter. I know who's going to be in there. And at about the 8-minute mark, I know who's coming out. And you could just feel these things. With Luke Walton, it was a crapshoot. You had no idea. It was all feel for him. Right. It was never and so I think a guy like Kyle Kuzma benefited from that, because it's like, okay, I'm out here, and if I can score, I'm going to stay in. And I think it's more regimented with Vogel, so that probably doesn't play into what Kuzma's all about. And a change of scenery might be the thing.
Maybe he'd flourish in Sacramento with Luke.
He might.
Switching gears a little bit here, the Altobelli Memorial Service is Monday at the Big A for John, Kerry, and Alicia. Let's hope they pack that place. He was a tremendous coach, tremendous history, tremendous love, sorely missed. Terrible thing, and unfortunately, Kobe is he's the limelight, but a lot of these other people are not getting the proper due that they deserve. This guy he and his wife were the first couple of Orange Coast College. So let's hope they have a good turnout.
Yeah, I was happy to see that that's at a bigger venue to try to get more people there, and I know it's like you said, it's about Kobe, but these people need to get some attention also. So it's just an overall sad situation.
Yeah.
And,
Well,
no matter how you look at it, and hopefully all of Orange County comes out to pay their respects.
Locally, I think the other victims of the helicopter crash are getting coverage and getting recognized and memorialized. The Lakers did a great job of putting all of their names up on the board and scrolling their names around the ring of Staples. And so I think that Vanessa Bryant coming out and putting forth foundation money for the families keeps their name in the spotlight as well. It wasn't just about Kobe, and that's not how Kobe would have wanted it. So, I think they're getting some attention as well.